Alright, here we go once again. Hello and welcome. So what we are going to do today? We forgot to discuss the events that we have in JS in the browser, and also lifecycle hooks would be probably it would be more understandable to do them together. So let's start. First of all, we are in this folder using cursor. The thing is, okay, let's install before I explain. The thing is, I tried to, I have a new system on my computer, so we have lost all the files that we had here. It was not much, but still, as you see, there are no files. So what we are going to do right now? So we are going to do such a thing, like we will ask our AI agent, in this case this is Claude 4, to give us, if you remember, we had an index.html file, we had CSS file, and we had a JS file. So let's ask the Claude, create JS and CSS files and connect them. And let's see what it does. It should do our work for us, I guess. It is syncing. Alright, so let's check. It includes the style. It includes the script. Now let's create this CSS and script. Okay, we have it here. Let's wait for it. Meanwhile, before it's okay, we don't need to do any event listeners, but it added it, so that's okay. Before we proceed, I'll just add live server once more. Where is it? Live server. Okay, we can install this one, or no, this one. Okay, let's install this. Let's close this up, accept the files, and now we can check if everything is working or not. Okay, it already added so many event listeners. We can explain it, how it works and so on. And it even added some styling. That's cool. Alright, is our live server already there? VSL live server. Okay, that's cool. Now let's try to open this up with a live server. And there we go. Okay, it works. You see, we have styling, we have the index file, and we have this button here, which has on it some event listeners. So what are basically the event listeners? The event listeners are like they are people. Let's imagine such a thing, like you are at I don't know, restaurant, and you ask for something, like for food or something. You give an order. So the people who listen to you to accept your order, we can call them event listeners. So here we have, let's check what we have actually. We have the console log, which loads when page loads, we should see the console log here. Respond to this state. Okay, this is for some other reason. Let's don't pay attention to it right now. So welcome to website, live reload enabled, page loaded successfully. So we have this console log, which is page load successfully. We have click button event, which listens to the button with ID of click button. And let's check where we have it. So yeah, it is here. So this script, this variable is an event listener, event listener, which is attached to this one. So whatever happens on this click event, mouse click event, is attached to this one. So whenever we click on this click me button here, it sees that there's an event happening, and because of that click which was on that button, we do such a thing. Like on this click button, we had event listener, and then on this click, this is what happens. So we have current time to local time string. This is built-in function, so we see the time as we are used to it. I will show you. And then we have this button clicked at current time, and we have console log button was clicked. Okay, so then what happens? Add some additional function. Okay, click count is 0. Then we have another event listener here, which counts clicks, I guess. And click count times. Okay, there we see it. And greet user, hello user, my name. Okay, we see. Let's now refresh this page. So hello user, welcome to the website. Page loaded successfully. All right, now we click on it. Button was clicked, and we have button clicked at this time. Now let's see how that happens. As you see, here we have p tag with the ID of message. If we go back here, where is our message? Yeah, the message element is this one. You see document get element by ID. So this gets the element which we have here with the ID of message, and it is attached to this variable. So this variable, then we have it here, and that's how it shows us this text. Let's click again, and you will see we added additional thing to it. Click 2 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is how the event listener works, and this is how easy it is with the prompt to do the event listener. But right now, as it gave us lots of things to deal with, let's ask it to simplify everything. Okay, now let's see what it does. And let's see actually if it makes it simpler or not. Let's accept it. All right, now it's more easy, I guess, because it's less code. Less code doesn't always mean that it's easier, but right now this should be more understandable. So right now what we have here, we have simple event listener. Now we should have this somewhere here. Okay, we don't have it here. Okay, this is called okay, let's see what we have. So we have button, get element by button, get element by ID message. So we are still getting this two here, the button and the message. And what else? On the click, hello, you clicked the button. Okay, hello from JavaScript. This is just to say hello. So if we remove this, we don't need this. There should be anything in the console log. So let's refresh. There's nothing. We click on it and hello, you clicked on the button. So what happens is that on this document, we add an event listener, which is this one, and this whole thing function, what it does is this part. So the message we are getting is coming from here. In the HTML, you see that we don't have anything. So yeah, that's how it is done from here. All right, so what else is happening here? Why do we actually need those event listeners and so on? The thing is, the event listeners are important because when you operate on the pages, you need to listen to them. Like it is like mouse click, mouse up, mouse down, like button click, and so on. With those clicks, you are operating on the web page, and your application is listening to hundreds of such clicks. Will it be buttons or mouse clicks or whatever? Those event listeners are, let's say, the core of your interaction with the web applications. So imagine like you want to calculate the percentage, not the percentage, but the total, let's say, total sum of the wage you will be paying or total tax you will be paying in the end of the year. So let's give it a prompt. Let's build a simple tax calculator. I will enter. Not I, but user will need to enter income. Okay, income, tax rate, and yeah, let's keep it simple for now. The income and tax rate, and on the click we check the input fields and calculate the total tax amount, or maybe total amount of money user needs to pay during the year. So let's make it, we will need to enter income and tax rate for each month, and on click we calculate pay during this year. Okay, so we enter amount of tax for 1 month, which will be the same, but it can be different. Let's say to make it a little bit more complicated, but then we would need to have several input fields. So for now, let's keep it simple, and let's see what it does. And this is how easy it is when you are working with the AI agents and you know how to make it work. Like it fails a lot during the, let's say, very complex tasks, but for building such an easy things, it's quite simple. All right, first of all, let's wait when it finishes, and then we can go through the code, see what it does, and then see if it works or not. So we have an event listener, like we are adding the event listener. So what we have here, this is the input field. It also explains, okay, we have 4 input fields. No, not like I would not call this input field, but it is the button. This is a result div, so this is actually output, not the input. Those are only those two are inputs, I would say. Click event on the calculate button, which calculates tax. Calculate tax function is defined here, which parses the values of the input fields, validates the input. Like, okay, this validates the input. If there's nothing, it will probably give us this error. Same thing stays here. If the percent is out of 0 to 100, it will show invalid message. And then we have this income tax on the tax rate, and we have 100 here. Income tax amount, show results here. All right, and you see it is also populating the HTML here. So show result, we have all of this, and this result div inner HTML, you probably know about this. This is like populating HTML from JavaScript. Like, instead of adding it here, it adds those things like calculation results from the JavaScript. That's how it works. So let's see how it works. Now we have this tax calculator. Okay, all right, we see it. To be sure that this is not already on our display, so you see this is the inner HTML, which has tax calculation results. Those parts, those are strings, those are the variables passed down to this, and here on the show result function we have, as you see, the arguments incoming. So now let's do annual income. Let's make it easy, and let's put here 1000, and let's put the tax rate at 20%. So if we click on calculate the tax, so this is annual income, this is tax rate, this is tax amount, which is also correct, and after tax the income is 800 USD. So that's how it works. So to go again with like how easy it is using the AI agent to like build the stuff, like how much time did we spend it? Like just one prompt? Okay, this is not like rocket science. It's not that hard to build, and it can be even done maybe a bit easier, but still, like, this is solid. But the main thing here is that we pay attention how this event listeners work. Like, if we didn't have the event listeners, nothing would happen. We could continue on clicking on the button, nothing would happen because we would not be listening to that click that we have. Now, instead of button, I will ask it to like, instead of button click, can we have an enter click to calculate the tax? Okay. It will change the function right now. And okay, button click is removed, we see it. So where is my enter click? Okay, it says button click is removed. Enter key functional on both input fields. How to use: enter your annual income, press enter to calculate immediately, or enter your annual income, tap to tax rate field, enter your tax rate, press enter, calculates immediately. Okay, let's check it out how it works. And let's, okay, I didn't notice it already added this enter event. Yeah, all right. So this is the key press event. All right, let's enter. Let's say we have more income now, and we click enter. Please enter a valid tax rate between. So because we don't have it here, as you see, we have this error message here down here, which checks if we have a valid input field or not, and gives us as an error. And this error also show error, as you see, it goes to this result div in the HTML. Do we have it here? We don't have it. Why? Because we add it from the JavaScript. Those result divs. It is same also for here, as you see. So the thing is, like, if we enter now something like 20% again, we click enter, we have the same result. And that's the click event, but not the mouse click. But in this case, it's a key press. When you click on your buttons, press them, let's say. Because usually we use click event on the mouse, and clicking on the button is called key press. That's another event we have in JavaScript, the event listener. Yeah. So that's basically that's all for the events. Like, we could continue on doing different kind of examples. One more thing that I wanted to show you is this one. As you see, this result div, when I search for it, I didn't found the result div, but as you see here, we have this. This is attached to the result div. So this is a result. So here we have it, the div with ID of result. But this result, as you see, doesn't have anything on it here. And if I just added test result 20, it would happen here. At least it should, but it's not. And why this happens? We click on calculate tax, it doesn't work. We click on enter, and we have the result div. Any guess why we don't see it? Like, if let's debug this. We just put something, some weird text. It is here, but inside the div, nothing happens. Like here, it doesn't appear. Let's accept it just like this. So we don't see anything here. And yeah, as a debugging is a very big part of the whole thing that is going on in the application all the time. Let's check this. Like, in the script, what we have here for the result div. Like, here we add the style when we show the results, display block, and also when we show the errors. So what can be hiding this? Can we go, okay, we check this DOM and input field button and result. You see, we have it here, but we don't see it. So why? Because you see, there are CSS stylings for that, and we click here, and there you have the test result. So what is happening here is that in the style CSS, we have this display none, which if we comment this out, we would have the test result like this. And we can also double check that that's right. I would just remove this, and we would still have this, as you see, have this div here. And if we click on the enter button, we have please enter the valid income amount, because we were here. And yeah, we don't have it. If we enter this, enter 1%, click on it, we have the result we wanted to have. Now, all right, what else can we do here? So let's bring this back like this, and all right, so it means like okay, we are 25 minutes into this. I was thinking that it would be less. In such case, I hope this helps with the event handling, how the events, like you get the main idea how the events work. And I will explain more about lifecycle hooks, like when everything loads in the DOM and we listen to it and so on in the next one. So thanks for watching and see you. Bye.